Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous and the, well, I guess, Citadel of Drezen, where we have, defeated many people. Yes, that was an excellent synopsis of the last episode. We are going to head down further into the dungeon here, of course.
I hear the voice of the spirits.
I can't wait until we get our proper party back.
The spirits guide me.
And then we are going to head into this. This room also entails quite a fight, if I remember correctly.
Are we in trouble yet?
Let's see here. Sometimes the game doesn't seem
Focus
to
on the goal.
want to recognize what I want it to do.
Rated.
An evoker and nothing really dangerous per se.
This should do it.
I'll cut you wide open.
Why, hello there.
Press the attack.
How about you take a nap there? And you can take a nap here. And Lan, if you would be so kind as to get rid of that evoker.
The spirits demand your blood.
Retreat is not an option.
Masterwork, good. We are probably in heavy encumbrance now, but I don't really care. Yummy, a slime-covered key.
I am helpful, am I not? I am helpful, am I not?
Lesser braces of archery, those are immediately going to land, without a doubt. Oh, I have so much stuff I need to sort through. I guess we could give this one to Regiel for now. Makes him look even more, let's say, distinguished, shall we? Take the Sword of Valor. Or not. I don't remember if there was some way we could have gotten around that.
You are today's sacrifice.
Yeah. Casting haste might have an effect on it, but I doubt it. Daeran. That's not really that useful. I detest Brimarax. passionately.
You are nothing before me.
Endure this!
Brox can be kind of annoying too, but nowhere even near as annoying as Brimarax at this level.
Go for their hearts!
You are not going after Caledon.
Let's try this way.
Or Calt. I mean,
Precision and grace.
Kneel before me.
I think you could say he is doing that, yes.
Make every strike count.
Crying out loud. Let's get rid of these first and foremost.
I'll cut you wide open!
This will hurt.
Daeran, just go back there. Lamb 2, just get back there. Sure. Seriously? Cure critical.
The spirits demand your blood!
That was the end of that spell. I want you to heal. We need to get this thing down.
You are today's sacrifice!
That helps.
A calculated risk.
Didn't notice that it was an Elder Rock. That is a bit more problematic than a regular rock, as you may have noticed. But we won, albeit not easily. Natural armor +3, and then just a bit of crap. That means we are going to set up camp.
You can get used to anything. To monsters, to demons, to war, even to peace. But the huge sky overhead, every time I look up, it sends a shiver down my spine.
There's not much sky in here though, Lan.
open
this
your
place
heart
have
to
a
me.
Minotaur patrol? I guess it does.
I hope you appreciate this.
Yep, here it comes.
I'll make short work of this.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Just get this thing down quickly,
This should do it.
like so. And this looks like a door, but apparently it isn't. Oh, not this room. Oh gods. Yeah, we are definitely going to want haste here, that is for sure. Fireball definitely helps
You
there.
won't survive me.
There's a lot of them here. Oh, and a bazoo. Of course.
Go for their hearts!
I don't want to go after that thing. Not sure what it did to Pod, but oh, there's that many of them. A controlled fireball here should do the trick. Kill a few of them at least. Including that Nabasu.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Out of my sight.
Oh, thank you for amusing me.
Press the attack!
I'll cut you wide open!
Let's try this way.
He should be the last one, I hope.
Endure this!
Yes. I expect none of them, except for the Huntmasters, have anything of use. Some items we can loot up here.
I am helpful, am I not?
Bastion of Lion's Heart. With her left hand, the old woman pulls the dagger from the demon's body. Exhausted by the effort, she wipes her brow. Time did not bend me, it seems. I will show you one of the secret old passages that we used when Citadel Drezen belonged to us. The woman walks up to the wall and begins examining it. You'll get to the Sword of Valor more easily this way. Perhaps the demons don't know about this passage. The demons, if you think about it, I've spent most of my life among them. I have to admit, there is something mesmerizing about them. A single demon might be weak, or pathetic, or cowardly, but when you see them as a collective, it isn't a mass of separate creatures, but a single great force, a tide, which might be temporarily slowed but never stopped. The front lines of the abyss here on the lands of Golarion? Unstoppable, fanatical, forward motion. We have something to learn from them, don't we? Evil is evil. There is no point in looking into it or studying it. On that path you only risk poisoning your soul. For a moment the woman's gaze grows heavy. To refuse knowledge because of prejudice. Not the wisest approach, I would think. Here it is. The demons are hiding the Sword of Valor behind this door. Be wary. I heard them bragging about the traps that surround the banner. Magical, of course. The Sword of Valor is nearly impossible to destroy, and if they wish, they will drown the entire room in fire, destroying their enemies while leaving their trophy unscathed. Go now, and good luck. Just for the sake of it all, find that, because that puzzle is annoying. And I don't want to waste time. Because if someone goes in there, they'll be, as she says, blasted with not just fire, but all kinds of elements and horrors. Everyone can just stand here while Cal goes to the puzzle itself. Now you want these things to align up properly. So we are going to click B 2 times. Which apparently summoned Eustoyriax. Ow. Big ow. I don't remember her being here the last time I was here.
Make every strike count.
This will hurt.
The spirits demand your blood!
Okay, you guys go back there. Daeran, you can cast Cure Critical on Zethorian, please. And you can heal yourself, Cal. Then we are going to click this one 3 times. Then we're going to click this one 1 time. And we're going to click this one 2 times. Which points all of the symbols in towards the middle.
I am helpful, am I not?
Evil Outsider Bane Spear, and let's take the Sword of Valor. Hey, who's making that noise?
I will see to your demise.
63 damage, well done.
A calculated risk.
Ugh, not a Nabazu. I detest the Nabazu.
You are today's sacrifice.
Precision and grace.
This should do it.
Go for their hearts.
Retreat is not an option.
Thank you. Did we get any lingering effects from that? Negative level. Okay, so you need a restoration spell cast on you.
I welcome your company.
Good. Okay, save. And through the door we go. Maybe
Your
not
orders,
go
Commander.
that way. Camellia, would you be so kind? There are claw and tooth marks on the broken bones of unknown prisoners. So that's what it looks like, the famed relic of the Crusades. Did you know that the Church of Iomedae lent it to the Crusaders long ago? And then they went and lost it. What a deliciously awkward conversation that must have been. Daeran takes a half step back, casting an appraising look at you and the Sword of Valor. You look very fine indeed. I foretell that the shops of Mendev will soon be full of souvenir paintings with names like the Commander reclaiming the Holy Banner. People will hang them above their mantels and use them to cover cracks in walls to keep out drafts. I may even purchase one myself to have something by which to remember this moment. Since when are you my biggest fan? I scarcely know myself. I suppose I've always been fascinated by people who are willing to take their fate into their own hands. Power and freedom are attractive, you know. Aside from that, you look quite beguiling in the light of a campfire, and you don't snore. Or do you? Anyway, I was talking about the power of the moment, about wanting to remember it. Since the day my sweet cousin tossed me into the middle of this crusade, I've felt like I've been plunged into icy water with my hands tied behind my back. A most loathsome sensation. I am forced to live in conditions to which I am ill-accustomed and ill-suited, risking my life for ideals I consider to be utterly worthless. And I have already missed 3 premieres in the capital's opera season. It's an outrage. Daeran stops and drops your gaze for a few moments. And do you know what's the most curious thing of all? Here I stand looking at you and at this holy wall rug, and I feel that there is nowhere else I'd rather be right now. Be careful now, or else you might just fall in love with me. Who? Me? Me? Fall in love with you? Were but in the hackneyed ballads of a provincial bard could a so far-fetched pairing come to be. Daeran lowers his lashes. The corner of his mouth quirks up in a slight smile. I suppose this conversation has been unbearably long already, but I should have known the first time we met in Kinarbus what I was getting myself into when I threw in with you. You are the worst thing that's ever happened to me, and the most exciting. To the wall. not think there's anything of interest, but well, I guess that this doesn't really do anything, but I'll click it still. The legendary banner of the Crusaders is right in front of you. A drop of blood falls onto it from where? The wound on your chest must have reopened and is now bleeding again. You touch Iomede's holy banner to brush away the scarlet droplet when you freeze abruptly. All of a sudden, you are aware of your own powers. You are no longer a grain of sand resisting the countless armies of the abyss. You are something greater. Like Iomede once rejected her humanity to ascend and gain divinity, you are ready to take the first step on the path to gaining power. But what will your power look like? I'm going to have to pick Angel. Yes. I could also pick Azata if I wanted to, because apparently I've done what needs to be done for that. Azata is kind of powerful. I haven't played it, but you get this dragon companion, which is rather nice. Trickster, I don't know how fun that is, but apparently it is kind of funny. Demon, well, no. So Angel it is, as foretold. Our level 3 mythic ability will be improved abundant casting. And it is very important that you merge the spellbooks. You can see here, this is a merged because it says your class in parentheses. So, yes. You still get very powerful things, but with the merged spellbooks, you do get the angel spell comes into our actual spellbook. So yeah. And now I'm going to get a plethora of spells. Level 1. Is there really anything I want here that is very important? Not really. Level 2. I suppose that could be useful. Level 3. Remove disease. Level 4. Restoration. Level 5. I think we definitely want wait, now okay, this is a little bit difficult. I do know that I want angelic aspect. I guess Breath of Life. Level 6. Heal, yes. And Communal True Seeing. It's going to be a while until I get endurance spells on this character. Spell Magic Greater is definitely something that I do want, but... No, I'm going to go with Communal True Seeing. The wound on your chest closes, and the drops of blood spilled on the Sword of Valor burst into transparent flames. A wave of fire rushes out from the blood and across the entire banner, transforming it and emblazing it with new colors. Power descends upon you, suffusing your mortal body, remaking it in its image. It fills your body up to the brim, breaking bones and tearing muscles while at the same time healing them. You raise your head, acutely aware that the bright light of heaven will be at your back from now until eternity.
Light is perfect for fighting demons, isn't it?
Camelia's gaze is piercing, as if she's trying to read your mind.
This is just how I imagined the crusade would be. I'd enlist again right now if I could.
A horde of sour-faced, pious prigs, led by the chief prig. Jolly good. Everything is just like in blessed Iomede's commandments.
Now is not the time to linger. We can reflect on events later. Now is the time to act.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
Milady, this creature is about to die. Shouldn't you?
Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
You see, Suture? Shouldn't has no place here. I've waited for a very long time, but now the hour has come to turn my ideas into reality. I still have things to do in Canopus, but you must leave. Go to the old laboratory. I have a special task for you.
The laboratory? I hate that foul place. But I dare not disobey you, milady.
Forgive me this little masquerade.
Yaniel says in a different voice, one that sounds vaguely familiar, and suddenly the illusion vanishes.
We've met before. I am Areelu Vorlesh, also known as the Architect of the Worldwound.
What are we meant to discuss with one of the key figures in our enemy's army, I wonder?
You've handled the power of the Sword of Valor well. Such artifacts are almost like living creatures, and they react to their own kind, shall we say. The Sword of Valor once belonged to a mere mortal who became a goddess. It seems to see something kindred in you. Touching you has left the sword irreversibly changed. Now it is your banner, not Iomede's. Although perhaps it will still stop the demons from teleporting to the city as before.
You've helped me twice already. In Canopus when we fell into the caves, and here pointing the way to the Sword of Valor. Why would a half-demon, the Scari's favorite, ever do such a thing?
I'm creating something. Building. Studying how the land lies. Laying the foundation. I am called the Architect for a reason. I'm not asking you to trust me. That would be unforgivably stupid. But I suggest just suggest that you search, analyze, think. What happened in old Sarkoris? What is the world wound? What is happening to you? Search for your answers. And for now, farewell.
Au revoir, I suppose. And we go directly to battle. Okay. Something bugged with that guy, but I think he's trying to teleport out. And not succeeding in the endeavor.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
We'll deal with the leveling in a bit. Demons seem to be escaping.
You won't survive me.
Leaving these poor cultists to be butchered by me.
I'll cut you wide open.
I bet you're all happy that you decided to follow the demon lords now, aren't
Kneel
you?
before me. I'll make short work of this. Let's try this way.
Endure this.
But of course, there is a small matter. One that we do need to take care of. And because of that, I may actually have to do the mythic levels. Reginald, if I'm looking at Sela as your template, inspirational leader would be a good idea for you to take. And Camellia, you are far behind in my papers. Here. Greater enduring spells. Daeran. You are also going to take greater enduring spells. We'll get back to the rest of the party later on. Probably not in this episode though. I doubt that we will have time for that. Wally, you are now going to take enduring spells. And then finally we have Lan, who are going to take Cleaving Shot. You deal a weapon damage to all of their enemies in 10 feet radius. Well then, that is quite powerful indeed. And that is the leveling up. Let's go to the Citadel's main floor. I'd like to get these. I have so much loot to look through and sell and equip and God knows what.
make
put
every
that
strike
evoker,
count.
please.
The spirits demand your blood.
I've got the foggiest where that Minotaur and probably in there. Yep.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
But I thought I saw more enemies. Must have been mistaken. Oh, that was a close call there. But this room, I am pretty certain contains a fight.
Let's have some fun.
Slow? Well, I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, it's Omoxus. Haste negates it, so it's fine.
Out of my sight.
At least I think it does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Camellia, you can go there. I don't know what that red line is for. Maybe that's who they are targeting.
You won't survive me.
This one's mine.
I will see to your demise.
Okay, not allowed to attack, it would seem. Down below the ground you go again.
Endure this.
Precision and grace.
You are today's sacrifice.
These are like poop demons, for anyone who do not know what an Omox is and who desperately wanted to know. Longsword +1. Citadel's Command. Tower, that's where we present. Okay, let's go up to the tower then. Tower Summit. What's up here? I don't think I ever wandered up here. Yeah. It is the tower's command we're supposed to go to, but the tower's summit. Oh. Well, we found... Let's see, what did I find? The head cracker. And a Coloxus. Two Coloxuses. I don't think they're going to survive this though. You can try to
Go for
be
their
invisible,
hearts.
but
Make every strike count.
This should do it. Retreat is not an option.
I'll cut you wide open.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll make short work of this.
whatever spell it has on it, it's certainly hard to hit.
Kneel before me.
There we go. Daeran. I keep clicking that, but it doesn't really do anything, so I'm not sure why.
Is this a mock fight?
I'm a little bit amused that it's called a Furious Minotaur. Half being Furious Minotaur. Isn't being Furious kind of like a prerequisite of being a Minotaur?
This one's mine.
Do this. Oh, that died spectacularly.
Spirits demand your blood.
Oh, there's a Coloxus here as well. I want to cast a controlled fireball here.
Out of my sight.
You won't survive me.
Let's try this one.
Well done, Polly.
Press the attack.
That's that done with. And we want to go in here first and deal with the shears. Cal has been damaged somehow.
Retreat is not an option.
Do I have that? No, I do. I need to rest before I get those spells. Yeah, kill that thing.
Endure this!
There we go. And then we get to loot these. And these 2 chests, and I think that's about it in here. Well, this room looks a little cleaner than the rest of the fortress. It's probably the warden's bedroom.
Let's run, sweetie. Let's go. Why are you so slow? They're almost here.
Correction.
I'm not going anywhere.
The dwarf's cracked voice sounds like rasping, rusty metal.
Don't you feel it? He's got that damn rag with him. I can't teleport. He's going to kill us.
If he kills us, then so be it. But this is my city, and I will fight for it to the end. And you, my love, you will be with me to the end.
Hello, Minagho. Greetings, Mr. Misery Guts. It's us again.
You've escaped justice for too long, Staunton Vhane, but today you will pay for your crimes.
Of course. I regret nothing. And I'm ready to pay my dues. What about you? Are you ready to pay for everything you've done in the name of your pathetic queen?
Not everyone here is fighting for Mendev and its queen, Fallen Paladin. When you crossed to the demon's side, you betrayed all mortal kind. And for that, you must pay.
Tell me, Staunton, why? Why do you fight on the side of the demons?
You have the audacity to ask me that? I fight on this side because the other side didn't give me a chance. Yes, I made a terrible mistake, and Drezen fell to the demons. The queen should have had me hanged. I deserved it. But she found a far worse punishment for me. False mercy. When she spared me that day, she said she wanted to give me a chance to make amends. And I believed her. For 70 years, I've crawled on my knees, shedding my blood for Mendev. Only been spat in the face for it. For 70 years, I watched generations of Crusaders grow old and die, never once changing their tune about Staunton the traitor. What else could I give for my mistake? What more punishment could I suffer? How could I ever deserve forgiveness? And one day, I realized there's nothing I can do. The Queen had doomed me to a lifetime of humiliation. And when I grew desperate, I only had 2 choices. To become my own executioner and carry out the sentence she rescinded that day, or go over to the other side. Put yourself in my place. Imagine yourself in that position. What would you choose?
It's a good question. Aren't you getting tired of fleeing from me, Minagho?
You have no idea how tired I am of you, mortal. But never mind. Today, we will finally be done with you. Right, Staunton? Right, sweetie?
No, I don't think so.
You know, I once heard a peasant trying to convince his sick sheep to overcome her constipation and share her impacted torrent of crap with the rest of the world. The sheep was obviously very dear to the peasant, and he cooed and called her lambkin and darling as he described the process in graphic detail, apparently to inspire the beast. Well, Listening to that wasn't half as stomach-churning as listening to your filthy demon mouth spewing honeys and sweeties all over the place. Ugh.
Minagho, what is that on your face?
That's not your concern, mortal!
The Masters punished her cruelly for her failure in Canabras. As you can see, the leaders of the demons are as patient with their slaves as the Crusaders are with their commanders.
Sweetie, why are you telling him this? What does it matter? What?
Quiet.
Hey, Nurah, shall we have some fun?
We sure will. We'll have so much fun that even the Abyss will feel the heat.
I've never seen this before.
What is this? What are you talking about, huh?
You'll know soon enough, Lady Minagho.
It is time to decide the fate of Drezen.
Right. No point in wasting time talking. To arms!
Staunton, darling.
Stop whining! Didn't you swear your eternal love to me? Promised we'd rule Drezen together? Now shut your lying mouth and fight! Whatever end fate has in store for me, you will share it!
Enemy approaching.
Make every strike count.
I would do so much like to have a haste spell. I also think I would like Bless.
Kneel before me.
And Prayer.
You are today's sacrifice!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The end.
Oh, it's these guys who were talking. Right. Turn off that now. Even though he's barely got any hit points left.
You stubborn ass! You want to die for a heap of rocks? Go ahead. I'm not staying here.
No, my dear. You are. You will either fight to the bitter end, or I'll break your delicate little neck myself with these very hands.
Are you threatening me, my mortal toy? Me? And with what? With the power I gave you. You ungrateful beast!
I always find it curious that we're just standing around here watching her talk to him, like, how about killing her?
Give me back what's mine! Take him, he's yours, and Drezen too! I don't care about this fortress, or this half-wit. Oh, I grow so tired of you mortals. Your humdrum little passions, your constant squabbling, your incessant accusations and excuses. You treat each other like dirt. Push weaklings like these two into our arms. And then you have the audacity to accuse us. Come on, punish your traitors. I've seen this show countless times.
So did you decide to escape?
You're a clever one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm getting used to it now.
Take your filthy rag! Take your befouled ruins! You can make soup out of this moron for all I care. I've had enough war. We Lily two were created for tenderness and love. Stay away from me with your swords and shields.
So this is to be my fate? I've been betrayed by people and demons alike. Now my life really is worth nothing. But that doesn't mean you won't pay for it dearly. Come on, you scumbag! Kill me if you can! I don't care anymore!
Enough of this insanity. Lay down your weapon, Staunton. Come back to us. You have been treated unfairly, but we can still make things right.
You really do believe that, don't you? You really think that you can still change something? Somehow bring a cursed soul back to the light? I wish I could believe like you do, hope like you, but I know too well, there is no hope. I've been dead for a long time. As a matter of fact, the torment of the last few years, I might as well have spent them in the abyss. The only thing you can do for me is finish me off. Let's get this over with. To arms.
Well, if you insist.
I will see to your demise.
This will hurt.
You won't survive me.
Go for their hearts! This pain is excruciating.
I am coming, Lady Death. Forgive me for being 70 years late. And thus ends Staunton Vhane. We get the Soul Shear, which is a very good glaive. We get the Carapace, which is also a very good armor. We get another Belt of Physical Form. We get a Headband of Inspired Wisdom and a Cloak of Resistance 1. I shall save and we will talk to Nurah. Breathing heavily, Nurah looks around the room as if she can't believe her eyes. Alive. I'm alive. It can't be. She looks at you, baffled. So, what's next? For the first time, I have no plan. Can I actually recruit her to my party? No. No, I can't. The soldiers saw me. They know about my betrayal. Even if you still trust me, they'll drag me out of my tent some night and hang me from a tree. And they'll be punished for vigilantism, but even I would judge them harshly for it. Thank you for your help, but now you're going to spend some time behind bars. I'll have to think about what to do with you. What? We've had our fun and that's it? The pawn played its role in your game, time to put it back in that box? I'd rather you slaughter me here and now. Don't worry, you'll die eventually, but not today. Alright. Maybe I will live to see the outcome of your big joke after all. And that's basically it for the recapture of Drezen. But I don't want to end the episode on this note, so
The commander of the crusade has managed to overthrow 70 years of demonic rule in Drezen and restored the Sword of Valor to its rightful place. Will the commander be able to defend the banner he has won with such a valiant effort?
Something has subtly changed in the way the Queen of Mendev looks at you. Respect shines in her eyes, but her slightly furrowed brow indicates a hint of unease. Urgent matters of state are awaiting my attention. My convoy will be departing for the capital within the hour. I'm afraid this is all the time I can spare you, so do please forgive me for skipping the lengthy and well-deserved congratulations. Drezen was taken quickly, even more quickly than I had anticipated. Every death is an irretrievable loss, but considering the scale of our forces, the losses among our troops are tolerable. Morale is high among the Crusade forces that were entrusted to you. You handled the command superbly. I never doubted your personal ability to deal with the demons. I knew that you could become a living symbol for people to follow. That you have now displayed a decent head for tactics is a pleasant surprise. I believed in your success and prepared for this outcome after a fashion. I brought a reward to personally bestow upon my Knight Commander. The Queen offers a slight smile and gives a signal to a waiting squire who passes you a neatly folded cloak with lavish embroidery. But now I think this reward is insufficient, so please accept one more gift from me personally. With these words, Galfrey slides a ring from her finger and lays it atop the cloak. Thank you, my queen. And thank you for what you have done for the Crusades. The queen frowns slightly again. Now on to the main matter. The Sword of Valor has been returned to us. Touching it has awoken your power and changed the great relic beyond recognition. Many clerics are at a loss to interpret this unexpected turn. Is it an omen? Happenstance? A warning? Only one thing can be said for certain. Your power is astonishing and unlike anything I have ever seen before. Something has changed in you. The warriors of heaven used to come to aid us in our holy war, and even the hand of the Inheritor, Iomede's herald, once set foot on the land of Mendev. I accepted a blessing from him. I fought shoulder to shoulder with other angels. But this is the first time I have ever seen the might of heaven in a mortal. I am in awe of your transformation. Galfrey's face looks slightly flushed. There. I have said all I wish to. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I depart? There is something you should know. Areelu Vorlesh appeared before me in Drezen. She did not explain why she had come. The Queen's eye widened in astonishment. The architect of the Worldwound? Here? And she allowed you to simply dispose of Staunton Vhane and claim the Sword of Valor? This is a very worrying development. Areelu is more dangerous than a dozen Baelors and more cunning and deceitful than a score of succubi. In the 100 years of the Crusades, our forces have very rarely encountered her, but when we did, it always led to something terrifying. I think she has taken an interest in you and your power. It was to be expected, of course, and it worries me more than anything else. Sooner or later we shall have to take a stand against Areelu and deal with her once and for all, but I thought we would have time to prepare. Be careful, Cal, and if the architect reappears, treat her as you would a demon lord. Do you know anything about that huge demon that we met at the gates? It was much stronger than the rest. Galfrey frowns. The Baelor Darazand, one of Deskari's generals. He, Hepsamira, and the Echo of the Skari are some of the most notable demons in the Abyssal Forces. You will soon learn these names. Darazand has not been sighted by our scouts for a long time, and his appearance at Drezen was an unexpected development. But we must grow accustomed to surprises such as this. The ability to move at will through space is one of the demon's most unpleasant hallmarks. Fortunately, the Sword of Valor takes care of that problem for the areas around Drezen. I have heard everything I need. Very well. Then I shall take my leave. Irabeth will bring you up to speed on the situation in the city and surrounds, and together you can decide on what next steps to take. Good luck, Commander. Remember, this is but the first step. The road ahead will be long and difficult. They said that after Canabras as well. With a nod of farewell, the Queen strides off with precise military bearing. Irabeth salutes the Queen, waits until she has moved far enough away, and then turns to you. Allow me also to congratulate you on your victory, Commander. We won the battle for Drezen, but this war is far from over. The demons now know our true strength, so we must brace ourselves for a merciless counterattack. They will do everything they can to gain control of the city and destroy you personally, and all of us along with you. The only good news is that cultists make up more than half of their forces, so they will have to march the same roads as our fighters. If they were all demons, they could appear here instantaneously and lay siege to the city. Praise Iomade for small mercies. The main demon forces are moving out from the city of Eyes and the Threshold Fortress. Scouts are reporting that for now we don't stand a chance of tearing through the defense and launching a counterattack. We can only gather our forces, rebuff their attacks, and wait for the right moment. Unfortunately, other hostile groups keep appearing out of nowhere, and on top of that, Minagho is still prowling around somewhere out there. Anevia is trying to find out where that abyss scum has run off to. Maybe she's already got some leads. Luckily, we are not alone. Mendeth is with us. Queen Galfrey has sent us the first reinforcements, and they have just entered the city. Besides, news of your victory is spreading throughout Abystan. I am sure that crowds of new volunteers will soon be pouring into Drezen, inspired by your feat. And that's very good, because you are going to need troops. Here is a brief report about the main problems we are currently facing. Irabeth shows you a sheet of paper with a list of 4 items. Demons with special powers, secret path, ? Missing patrol, and capital letters dragon! What can you tell me about the demons with special powers? Remember that Nabazu that attacked our camp? Irabeth's voice is very calm, but you can tell she is working hard to maintain her composure. He had powers that no ordinary demon should have. It is not the only demon of its kind. We keep receiving reports about similar monsters, all isolated cases for now, but it is possible that in the future we will see entire squads, if not armies of them. We must find out where they are coming from and find their source of power so we can destroy it. If we don't, they will crush us before long. Even you can't defeat an entire army of such monsters. What's this about a secret path? Irabeth frowns. We can usually spot armies of demons in advance as their hordes march along the grey road from Eyes or Threshold, but sometimes packs of them appear out of nowhere. They are managing to avoid our scouts somehow and sneaking into our territory. If we don't solve this problem, we cannot attack. The demons will just appear at our backs, block off the gorges, and cut us off from Drezen. Anevia is trying to find out how the demons are getting into our territory, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Talk to her. She will tell you more about what she is doing. And the missing patrol? Yes, it disappeared without a trace during a mission, and we didn't even find any bodies. Maybe someone abducted them, or there's some natural threat in the area. We can't rule out the possibility of desertion either. The troop was patrolling the southern road out of the city. The last surviving settlements of Sarkoris lie in that direction, but after the siege of Drezen, contact with them was lost. Hardly any of the inhabitants survived once the demons invaded the area. That's where I started the search. And finally, dragon? As if we didn't have enough problems with the demons already, now there's a wild dragon in the vicinity. Luckily, it's not part of the demon army. If the demons had a dragon on their side, it could pose a serious threat. But there is very little food in the Worldwound, and the dragon doesn't seem to have a taste for demons and cultists. She keeps attacking small squads of crusaders, picking off those who fall behind, ravaging supply trains. And the dragon's been sighted frequently in the sky, but we don't know exactly where her lair is. We have someone to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the Citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently. Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other. Well, okay. Will that be all? No. There is one more thing. Of course. As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Drezen. It's almost empty now. The only prisoner is Nurah, the traitor you call. We temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vhane in the dungeon. You slew him, so what are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserves to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course. Bury Staunton as a knight. Right you are, Commander. Irabeth is hesitating. You can see the struggle on her face, as if she doesn't know whether she should say something else. Commander, that day during the battle, No, my apologies. That is all, Commander. Thank you for your time. Giving a salute, Irabeth turns around and quickly leaves. And on that note, we have definitely reached the end of this episode. Now, I will go down here and clean up the inventory. We'll deal with the level ups in the next episode. But I have so much crap in my inventory that I need to clean out. But I also have a lot of very, very, very nice items in there that I also need to assign to the characters in question who are going to use them. So, if you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section below. I hope that you enjoyed the episode and that you will join me in the next one as well.